main factory complex.
Hello? Jack, can you hear me?
Why Jack?
Right. You wouldn't know. It's a code name we used for you during the repairs. Diego said you were all jacked up when he found you, and it stuck. Do you mind if I call you that?
No.
All set. I put together some gear. Once I plug in my Atma, I'll be able to monitor the key's communications and keep you updated.
Atma?
Atma chip, the standard neural implant. You must have heard of them. Basically simplified versions of your own cortex interface. I'm gonna connect to your visual feed so I can guide you better. Can you grant me access?
Done.
And I'm in. Seeing the world from your perspective will make things much easier. So you're going up the Dharma City.
Yes.
Well, first you have to get through the base, and much has changed since you've been gone. There is no law here anymore, just Keymaster's goons, pushing everyone around and shouting orders.
You didn't obey.
Some of us didn't.
You had visited the base often in the past. Towards the end of our time, this place became overrun with criminals. The Ghostrunners kept them at bay until Mara took over. Everything they produce goes straight up to Dharma City. While the Keymaster and her lackeys live in luxury, we basers work our fingers to the bone our whole lives and don't see any of it.
How do you survive?
When I was little, we were given basic provisions, but each year we'd get less and less. If not for the black market, we would have all starved by now. The Keymaster keeps taking, while giving nothing back.
So you chose to fight?
Not much of a choice, really.
Efficiency of Dharma City hydroponic farms dwindles. Soon, even the upper levels will suffer.
Mara can't feed everyone.
Even if she wanted to.
Some decided to fight back. My parents, their friends, Saul. They weren't afraid to speak up against Mara and remind us that things used to be different. The resistance started because some of us remembered the time before the Keymaster.
Why this title?
Supposedly, she wanted to unlock our chains. Set us free. Yeah, right.
Free from the architect.
Probably. Strange. The keys are nearly gone. Not regrouping at the usual locations. They're just retreating.
Returning to the city?
Not returning. Leaving. Most of the keys are locals and never go up there. This is unusual. Heading towards Amida Station. Getting to the elevators is gonna be tricky. Wait.
What?
Some of their units just changed course. They're...
Coming back?
Not exactly. Give me a minute.
The climbers were always out of their depth, even at full force. Why you believe she can be of help is beyond me.
She wants to fight.
It takes more than that to be useful.
Jack, I've intercepted the Key's orders. They're planning to shut down the sector's air filters.
What will that do?
Toxic dust from the outside will seep inside the tower. Thousands of innocent civilians will die. The entire fifth sector.
Which way to the filters?
Thank you.
This is a mistake. You don't have time to worry about one sector's dwindling population. You don't have time to worry about one sector's dwindling population.
You want them to die?
You're missing the bigger picture here. Sometimes sacrifices are necessary for the greater good.
The air filtering facility is just ahead.
Why is Mara doing this?
It's punishment for rebelling against her. She wants to make an example of us, to keep the other sectors in line.
Sometimes even your current speed won't be enough. Look for cybervoid uplinks to temporarily disable safety limiters and increase acceleration. It won't be enough. Look for cybervoid uplinks to temporarily disable safety limiters and increase acceleration. Use them sparingly, though. You don't want to damage yourself.
What are these uplinks?
Think of them as loose cables you can grab onto for extra power, although they can be much more dangerous than electricity.
Why are they here?
They're what's left of cybervoid infrastructure. At one point, the terminals were everywhere. Now, we must make do with scraps.
facility, the air will slowly become lethal. The children and the elderly will get sick first, but eventually, it'll kill everyone. The small turbines are responsible for internal circulation. It's the big one we have to worry about.
It's still on?
For now.
Mete a cobrir a pulsão, mano.
You are immune to this affliction. You were not conditioned to put the needs of the few over the needs of the many. And yet, you're being sidetracked by this girl's... And yet, you're being sidetracked by this girl's demands. I wonder...
Be careful. There are keys everywhere.
Won't they die as well?
Either they all have breathing gear or they have no idea what's going on. The Keymaster recruits the most violent. Not the brightest.
Just destroy the filters.
As long as the installation remains intact, the contamination is reversible. The Keymaster cares less about lives and more about production lines. I keep trying to contact the other climbers, get help. No luck so far. Maybe they're laying low. Maybe they're laying low.
Maybe. Maybe.
They're quite literally laying low on the ground. Dead.
How do you know? How do you know?
I've seen the bodies. Some cameras around the base. Some cameras around the base are still operational. The climbers have been expunged.
You said I'm immune.
So you were listening.
To all personnel, evacuate immediately or seek emergency hazard suits.
They turned off the main rotor, but there's still time to restart it.
Show me the way.
The people are weak, desperate. They need us to lead them, not the other way around. there's no guarantee it ever will. Don't worry. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. Making the outside air breathable is a complicated process. It has to be done without compromising Dharma's outer integrity. The burst made a mess of the Earth's atmosphere. The filtering systems were designed to be durable and virtually foolproof. Unless, of course, some fool decides to turn them off. Slow down. This one is different.
How?
One way to find out. Close combat implants. Crude ones. Get used to them. Your opponent's capabilities are going to improve as we climb higher. Mara is saving her most dangerous hardware for her most trusted soldiers.
I've managed to take some measurements, Jack. It's not looking good. The level of radiation in the air is rapidly increasing. People will soon feel the effects. Evacuate the sector. Get as many civilians as I can to go to 4th and 6th before it's too late.
Stay put. I'll make it.
It's no use anyway. The gates are locked tight. No one's getting out.
Mara's delusional, not stupid.
Contamination is spreading by the minute. Radioactive dust concentration is already 50 times above normal.
Hold on.
Don't worry. Spacers are tough. I'll be fine as long as you bring the filters back online. And so will everyone.
This is Cyberboy back.
Yes, but this terminal is an inconsequential one. Hacking this will do us as much good as hacking a refrigerator.
What is Cybervoid?
A medium, fabric, that binds all of Dharma's systems together. Or rather, that's what it used to be. Now it's just remnants, slivers of a greater whole.
This is your domain, but I do all the work.
I told you, I can't work from your side. There's a barrier between us, a divide that shouldn't be there. And believe me, I'm doing my part. You just don't happen to see it. bad. You're beginning to adjust. All done. You saved the day. Now you can get back to more important matters.
You did it! Thank you, Jack. The people of Sector 5 owe you their lives. I'm so glad we found you.
How did you find me?
Sheer luck. You were buried in a scrap heap at the bottom of a derelict shaft. You fell a long way, didn't you?
Feels like it.
Finding you was a 1 in a million chance. Most other missing Ghostrunners were located by Mara and destroyed.
Most?
A few are still unaccounted for.
I really wish you'd been there when they came for us.
What happened?
Keys surprised us at the hideout. Kicked down the door out of nowhere. Then we ran. I got separated.
How does the Keymaster maintain control?
She turns us against each other. The guard recruits the most brutal and reckless facers and fuels gang wars between the rest.
Divide and conquer. I guess Mara picked up a trick or two while watching me over the years.
Keys are boarding the elevators to the city. I wish they'd all just go away and never come back. The guys you're fighting are the rear guard. You could wait them out and continue on once they've gone.
No need.
Sure. It's almost scary how little they can do to stop you. just wonder how safe we are. I worry that the Keymaster will send in more troops to finish the job later.
There'll be no later for Mara.
Mete a cobrir a pulsão.